Hi everyone, this is Bernie from Tauranga Wellness Clinic and welcome back to this final broadcast of sleep and its role in chronic pain and inflammation. If we haven't met before, as I've mentioned, my name is Bernie and I am a registered clinical nutritionist and I am the owner and operator, as it were, of Tauranga Wellness Clinic. I specialize in helping women over the age of 40 with chronic pain and inflammatory conditions. And sleep is often something that we have to look at because it has such an incredible role to play in managing pain and inflammation. So we've looked at a few interesting topics. We've looked at sleep hygiene. We've looked at the role of serotonin. We've looked at cortisol and its possible contributing factor there. And in this last final little weekly blurb, I want to look at the role of vitamin B12. B12 is often not considered to be an important part of sleep. We often think of B12 in terms of energy, we think of it in terms of oxygenation, we think of it in terms of nerve issues. However, it is critically important in helping to produce melatonin. Who would have thought? So B12 is a controversial one because as practitioners, we like to see the levels a lot higher than what our mainstream medical health professionals do. So this is a little bit of a controversial one, and I'm happy to challenge that. But I have seen results when the levels are more up in the optimal level. So as I've already mentioned, B12 is critically important in the production of melatonin, but it is also very important for the production of red blood cells, which is why we look at it when we're looking for energy, when clients tell us they're feeling extremely tired. And it also helps with healthy nerve cells as well. But its role, if it's lending itself towards a more deficient side, we could be looking at things like insomnia, restless leg syndrome, and even as much as sleep apnea. Without enough B12, our bodies will be struggling to produce enough melatonin, which means that we can't stay asleep for long or even struggle to fall asleep. We need B12 as, in addition to B12, we also need adequate protein because protein is essential for building and repairing tissue in the body. And we also use protein to build muscle, which again is very important in helping towards the whole sleep, having a good night's sleep. So do make sure that you are eating sufficient protein. And again, with all of these different things that I'm putting to you, I would love it if you would actually consider chatting to your healthcare professional about this, making sure that you are getting enough, making sure that those levels are tested, and making sure that they are suitable and adequate for your needs. So please don't take this as medical advice. Anything in any of my broadcasts is merely meant as educational and not as medical advice. So thank you for joining me for the last few weeks. If you haven't watched any of my other videos, be sure to go back and have a look at them. Be sure to like it, share it, and subscribe to my channels. And the more that I can see that this interests people, I can then bring other interesting information to you. So we'll catch each other again next week. Thank you for watching.